What's up guys and welcome back. Today what I have for you guys is the Stage 2 upgrade. So we're gonna get that installed today. And then also, since we're already in there, we're gonna go ahead and pull out the filter and we are going to go through the cleaning kit and the re-oiling process that we have here. It's pretty cool that we don't have to throw away our filters. We just can reuse them, re-oil them, which will save us time and money in the future, which is cool. And supposedly a little bit better fuel mileage and better air intake. And you know for sure with this Stage 2 piece, we're gonna get a hell of a lot more air inside the system than we did with the stock cap and that little rubber boot that was on there. Now sadly, I still have not found a friggin' dyno in my area so that we could get this thing tuned, because you know now that we have the full Yoshimura exhaust, we've got the DNA intake, we're about to have the Stage 2 on there as well, and we've got the FTECU tuner on there with the unrestricted tune, and I still have not been able to find myself a dyno tuner, at least for a motorcycle in my local area. I will keep looking, guys. I haven't reached out to Bakersfield yet, so I will try and reach out there and hopefully I can find one soon. But I won't bore you guys with the full disassembly like I did last time. I'll go ahead and link the video here where we installed the DNA filter. We'll pick up from that point in this video so that if you guys need to know how to get at the filter, this video will be available for you. Otherwise, we're just going to pull the thing out, we're gonna clean it up, re-oil it, we're gonna reinstall it, and then we're gonna upgrade to this DNA Stage 2. And then after that, we'll go for a ride and see if we can notice any difference on the bike. All right, so the only thing I did any different this time was I just completely got the fuel tank out of the way this time, so that way I didn't have to kind of weasel my way in there. Got to get our, even with this rubber boot removed, you can really see the difference we're gonna get in the amount of airflow we'll be able to get inside this box versus the stock. So that alone's gotta mean something, guys. That's a lot more airflow going into this bad boy than this. So good riddance. But before we actually get this bad boy installed, we are going to go through the cleaning process. Now I know mine's pretty dang new and we don't really need to clean it, but we're gonna go ahead and go through the process anyway because I do have the cleaning kit, and since it's out, there's no reason not to in my opinion. So here's the kit we got. It comes with the actual oil itself and stuff to actually clean and some generalized instructions on what to do here. It's like we have these weird caps on the inside that need to come out. That stupid cap was probably the hardest thing to get off. We gotta clip a little chunk off of this bad boy. So there's our cleaning solution. There's our oil. All right, we're set up and ready to go. Let's get this thing clean. So I have this fairly soft bristled brush that I'm gonna try and use for this. And I'm gonna liberally load this thing down to where it's dripping. You could even go with like a toothbrush, I would think would be okay with this. We're just gonna get all this out as much as we possibly can, let it soak in there. So definitely a toothbrush. Gonna make it a lot easier, especially on the inside here. But we're just gonna keep scrubbing her down, guys, until it's good and cleaned up. Better with the toothbrush. I don't feel like this is gonna do any damage to the filter. I'll go ahead and link the service intervals of what you probably should be doing. But now that we've got that done, I'm just gonna rinse it out. Do your best to get all this soap out. And you could let it sit for a while too. I did let it sit for quite a while I was trying to find the dang toothbrush. And we have officially successfully pretty much gotten rid of all of the nice oil that's in this bad boy. You can see it's pretty easy to do. It's good and clean now. And now we just need to let her dry. All right, she's finally dry. It took about 1 hour and 20 minutes, guys. It was about 82 degrees outside, a nice breeze going on. So it's good and dry now. So the next step would be to put our oil in it. From what it's telling you to do here is you've kind of got like a wave inside of the filter, and the top of the wave on the inside of this filter is what we want to put oil on. We don't want to put oil on the outside. We want to kind of put it on the inside and only the top of the wave and just kind of let it soak in. It's going to be really difficult to get it all the way in, all the way down, but if we get enough on the top of the wave, halfway down, and just kind of go around to every single one of these and then we set it down, it should be able to completely soak into the entire filter. And just go around to each and every single one of these fins. A lot harder when it's not a flat filter, obviously. But I'm definitely not trying to overdo it. I'm gonna see where all this oil is gonna soak up at, because in due time it should completely fill up all in here. But we don't want it dripping either, so we're gonna go slow with it. We'll let her sit for a while and see if it soaks it all up. So a few spots kept staying a little dry, so I just kept putting little drops here and there to kind of get it to soak all the way through. I would say that is as good as I'm gonna get. I didn't use that much of the oil, as much as I thought I would anyway. So this kit is obviously good for quite a few cleanings. I'm gonna make sure I get anything that dripped down in the bottom. There we go. So she's ready, guys. It's ready to be installed back on the bike. We're fresh, we're clean. Let's get her back in. All right, so if you remember from the install video, did have to kind of work this thing a little bit to get it to sit perfectly in there. You'll feel it. It already snapped in for me, but you will feel it kind of roll into place. So make sure you manipulate a little bit. Don't just stick the cap on. Okay, so you can see how these two are flush at the bottom and these two kind of have indents. So you could tell it goes on this way. There we go. Get our 4 screws back in there. Go ahead and put these in. There we go, just setting kind of quite nice. This is all plastic, metal screws going into plastic, so don't try and over tighten these. You will strip it out pretty easily. All right, last one. So there's a stage 2 installed, the air filter cleaned. I won't make you go through the full reassembly. If you want the full reassembly, I'll link the video at the end of this video. So I'm gonna quickly put it back together. We'll get this thing out on a ride. I'll let you know if I notice anything different. Back together, let's go for a ride and see what it's like.
She's going a lot faster. This thing's feeling really, really nice. I'm sorry that I have not gotten it on a tuner yet. I really, really want to. There's definitely there's not one in my area, which totally sucks. She definitely feels like she's pulling harder. So I don't know, guys. It's definitely pulling harder than it used to. Like the top speed run. There's one. So those little few runs, guys, I have to say, yes, it is definitely giving me more power. I'll tell you, it feels like that power is on the top end. I'll tell you, the bike feels like this is how it should feel with the intake and exhaust and the FTECU tuner that I have, just the cheesy unrestricted version. To me, this is how the bike should feel, and it feels freaking great. It is definitely better than it was. It is worth the upgrades, in my opinion. I am freaking sold. I will do my best to try and get a dyno done. There's not one in my area. I need to reach out farther to see if there is one out there. There's got to be one within a reasonable commute for me. I know I might be going to Texas next month, and if I do that, maybe I'll bring the bike with me. I would assume there's probably got to be a dyno, at least in Texas somewhere, that I can find. So hopefully that will come soon. I know I keep saying that for like months and months and months now. I just can't find one, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. It is definitely worth it. Especially if you've already done the DNA, go freaking put that nice top on it. That gives you way more airflow in, and definitely gave me some top end back. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll link the stuff down in the description if you're interested, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.